All right, it's Monday, July 3rd. This is an end of the day SPY recap on our half day of trading before tomorrow's holiday. You can see here today we end up with an inside bar. It's a green bar. We kind of opened up near the halfway point of the prior day and moved up for most of the session and didn't quite reach yesterday's high, but we reached the overnight price action. And if we look at the structure on the day, you can see here that the first bar between the blue lines is the pre-market range. We came down, we kind of took out the stops of that pre-market low, and then we moved up. So I actually bought some calls here, just anticipating we would head up towards this blue line. And I watched it closely, and after I held on to this first push down, and then as it was kind of coming up, but then couldn't start up again, I just decided to break even on the trade, not knowing, even though I felt that we were still heading up to this blue line. I just figured, I could re-enter, or, you never know for sure what's going to happen on a shortened trading day. So just from a risk management standpoint, I broke even. As it turns out, we did reverse, get the green bar reversal, and then we worked up towards the target that I was expecting all along, just given the continuity to the upside. Again, we're starting a new week here with a big green bar. You expect the highs of that week to be taken out. You expect the highs of yesterday to be taken out, and opening price action kind of started up. So you got to go with that, and you had a nice pre-market range here, high to at least get a first target, and we eventually reached that. So we'll continue to stay biased to the upside as long as we stay above the, we have an inside bar, so this could be a little tricky if we want to start out with some volatility, either up or down, maybe as the, after the holiday and price action resumes. We do have a reference point here of the open, this green line now, that's the open of the week and the month and everything else. So as long as we stay above there, which would kind of be above the midpoint of this day, then, we'll be biased to the upside. Should we come down and take out that line, then temporarily for the month and the week, we are red, and we'll see how that aligns with unfolding price action. For me, even though I broke even here, I was kind of tracking some stocks, and I saw an opportunity to buy Netflix here. And I shot a video, I bought some calls here on this 2 down, 2 up. And then it had obviously a nice move towards its, expected this target to be hit, and then it reached its intraday high and it closed near the highs of the day. So that was kind of a good little trade just to end the session, just a little, a trade on a shortened trading day. The logic here is on the weekly chart, Netflix is heading higher here after this green bar towards these highs here a few weeks ago. On the daily chart, you can see that a little clearer. We're kind of working our way back to that area. We came down, on the opening bar, kind of the midway point of the prior green day with that up bias. And what if you kind of for those who kind of see the types of trading I like to do, I'm looking for 2 pushes all the time, whether it's, a perfect way to view price action or not. That's kind of what I do to stay consistent. So, when I see a first push down and then a second push down that can't reach its target, and then end up reversing in an overall up condition, that to me is a buy opportunity. It could also come down and make 1 push down, 2 pushes down, take out that low, but still be inside of the prior day. That could also be a kind of a counter trend scalp kind of buy. This one was more of a buy, just, when the market's going up, it's going to make some lower lows along the way up. And a lot of times you get that first push, but the second push really can't reach its, expected target if you buys to the downside. So then therefore you have that 2 down, 2 up here, which then starts the overall trend back up after kind of a failure move in the morning. So anyway, it was a good trade on Netflix, and we'll see how, that's still biased to the upside as well. But for the SPY, like I said, we'll let the holiday kind of unfold, and then coming back to trading towards the end of the week, we're biased to the upside. We should take out, the weekly high of last week. Whether we fail there and get a little volatility, we have a gap here to fill on the downside. There's a lot of things that can unfold, but at least we have some reference points now. Like I said, midpoint of today is a reference point that if we go up and fail and come below that, maybe we'll temporarily have to fill in this gap. As long as we stay above that, we're heading higher. As long as we stay above this green line, which is the open of the week, we'll be biased to the upside as well, and kind of just watch as usual our overnight price action, how market opens, and then the first push of the day, and then any kind of secondary push. So let's see how things unfold after tomorrow's holiday, and we're still biased to the upside. And we'll see, again, monthly chart. Just look at that. We're just starting here, with a new month, and expecting that month to kind of be taken out to the upside. And if all continues, we're definitely working up towards these targets up here, and I discussed that on a recap video. So let's see how things go on Wednesday.